We're jamming. The music is bumping. Um, Welcome to the stream. All right, getting started a little bit early today on the Twitch channel. Got a couple errands to run in the afternoon, so I wanted to get a head start on this. But first, the question we must ask ourselves: how are these games gonna go? I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all. It's fine. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, let's get this party started. Hello, whether you're watching live on Twitch or on the VOD, either on Twitch or YouTube. Happy for you to be here. The YouTube channel is starting to get into some views here and there. I got one video that's up to over 40 views, which is awesome. Though compared to some other, content creators and stuff that stream this game, that is pennies. But I'll take what I can get. For those of you who missed last stream, we did the entire off season prior to season 4. We went through roster cuts, fortunately, and then transfers. We had a couple players drafted. Overall, really good time. And we brought in, if I can see the cylinder. Yeah. So for our Oh, did that just shows recruiting class? I would like. Hmm. Well, tell me if I look at myself. Yeah, 64. Where we were at. We also have a new AD. That's why the AD opinion dropped from 80 to 60. Someone pointed that out in the comments on the Twitch stream last time. I didn't catch it until like later on, but yes, after me working so hard to get the AD's opinion of me to the moon, we're back down to a 60. And then the expectation for this season is simply to, let me go back here, is to win at least 6 games or win the division. Now, for anyone who is new here, this is the division: OSU, Michigan, us, IU. I don't think we're winning this division. I do not think that will be the case. So our goal is to win at least 6 wins, and that is something we have done every season. So I'm not too worried. Hopefully the AD will be happy with us. So, a couple quick points. We are now in year 2 of our 4-year contract extension. We decided to stay at Purdue. Oh, no, I'm in year 1 of my extension. Yeah, why does that say 2026? I don't know why this says 2026. That should say 2027. We're in year 1. We're in year 1 of our 4-year contract extension. The numbers there got me twisted. We decided to stay simply because this is the best team we would have had. We did get very good results in the transfer. We have a lot of new transfer guys coming in the portal. I think I have, let's quickly eyeball my depth chart. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of my 8 starting, or 4 of my 8 offensive linemen are transfers. My best D lineman is a transfer. I have my second, really tied for best linebacker as a transfer. Casey, depth wide receiver, is a transfer. I got a lot of transfers up me. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going through the whole roster going into season 4. I'll just cover a couple positions. Firstly, Cade McGee. He has been our starter. This will be his 3rd year starting. He has had season-ending injuries 2 straight years in a row. Technically, he was able to come back for the bowl game in 2025, but the end result was the same. We need him to be healthy. He has gotten better every year. Though his turnovers were up compared to the season previous, we need him to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, we have a chance. If it doesn't, we turn to redshirt sophomore Antonio Stevens, whose accuracy is a 68, and that number has not gone up at all from the previous year, and that made me want to weep and then die. But his quarterback IQ went up by 6. So you win some, you lose some. So I'm really happy with where we are at quarterback. I think we are in a lot better spot last season just because of the depth of our backups. But this year it's Stevens. Running back, if Hayden Hagen gets injured at all, I may have to change the entirety of how this offense operates. Hagen, he's been here since since we transferred in from Boise State. This will be his 3rd year starting. He is yet to get 1,000 yards, mainly because of just how I rotate running backs. He's been awesome. Angel Hunter behind him. We need a continuation of last season where he was solid. And then 3rd stringing is JUCO Seth Summers, who, if he has a single fumble, I'm going to cry. But he's also my 3rd running back over Harrison Waters because of his pass blocking ability, whereas Waters, it is much lower. So that way I can have Summers coming on passing downs and feel a little bit more comfortable. Wide receiver is our deepest room. I think it's not particularly close outside of offensive line. We have Ivan Richard up top, Marcus James next to him with 105 speed, redshirt freshman transfer Walker Green, Philip Casey, who's a JUCO, Muhammad Carney, who we know can do a job and has developed very, very well, sneakily, from a guy that we were, fighting for. He was a recruit. He didn't even commit in the recruiting phase. He recruited on signing day. Brought him in, and his overall has just skyrocketed since then. So hopefully we can get a big year out of him. I debated moving him to running back just because, but I think I need the help at wide receiver in case one of these guys go down. And then we have great depth behind him. Poor Charles Bale is just never going to play, and that is what it is. Tight end, Diego Ford up top again. Solid, dependable, great blocker, no notes. True freshman Jay Brandt is going to be our tight end number 2. And then our tight end 3 is going to be Jonathan Calderon, the redshirt freshman. I want to give him 3rd tight end reps just for mainly his catching ability, which is better than all the others. And he is a better pass blocker than Terrell, which I would value. That Esteban Terrell is being hard done here. He went from being our backup tight end last year to now he's not even on the depth chart, which is tough. Offensive line, we're good up top. After Oscar Duke and Peoples, the depth takes a little bit of a hit. I'm having to play Jose Rich this season. I did not really intend on that. His strength is bad, so that could be an issue. Defensive line, I like where we're at. I think our depth is good. The issue I'm going to run into on defensive line is next season because I'm losing Saunders, I'm losing Long, I'm losing Curry, I'm losing Palmer. That's going to hurt. I think defensive line is going to be our biggest need next season. Linebacker, I have an embarrassment at riches, very unfair on redshirt junior Jordan Parker to be out of this depth chart in place of Dennis Sutton. My logic for it is simply that Sutton is one of the best tacklers in this linebacking group, period. He's got better pursuit, and so I would take that over slightly better coverage and a guy who can kind of block shit better. So unfortunately, Jordan Parker went from being a kind of 4th, 5th linebacker option, now not even being in the top 7, which is hard done. Corner room is identical kind of situation to running back or offensive line where I like it, but if like the top 1 or 2 guys get injured, we might have a problem. Once again, we are a very man-heavy group, especially up top, but I mean, guys like Parks, Powers, Blackburn, they can do both perfectly fine. Same can Hess. The coverage issues might come about when we get down to, say, Morrison or true freshman Caden Moses, who I'm choosing to give the reps to over sophomore Finn Russell, because I think I want Russell to redshirt, especially since I'm going to be losing my top 3 corners. I need that extra year of Russell. Safety is our weakest position, I would say. Elliott Sutton obviously is great. Kane Chase is more of a coverage safety. His tackling isn't there, but 103 zone. I'll take that. Had his man coverage been like in the 70s, I would have moved him to corner, but alas, 65. Eric Frazier, the true freshman, is going to get a lot of reps. He's just a well-rounded, good coverage corner. And then Peter Gooden is going to be our 4th corner over Rylan Bradshaw because of his tackling ability. I went over this a bit last stream, but the reason he's in over Bradshaw is better at coverage than at tackling, and I already have 2 safeties that fit that bill, and so I'd rather have the hard-hitting redshirt freshman. So Rylan Bradshaw, little hard done. He's essentially not going to play for his first 3 years here, and I assume he's going to transfer. Kicker, true freshman Troy Ulrich. We've had Caleb Liu and then Alexander Peterson be our kickers in year 1 and 2 and year 3 respectively. And now we have Ulrich coming in, and he's just very well rounded. He got really good development coming in from being a recruit, so he's going to be our kicker for 4 years. Easy. So that's our team. We are ranked 13th in the country, which I think is a bit generous. The 85 offensive talent, that is being held up very much by our top guys on the offensive line, like Aiden Wright, and then just our really good receiver. Let's talk schedule. So for out of conference, I went through and just looked at what conferences had I scheduled a lot previously, and then went the other direction. So we have 2 out of conference games against the Pac-12. We open at Arizona State, and then in week 9, we are home against, at the moment, a ranked Stanford school. And then I wanted a Mountain West school. We had not faced the Mountain West this year, and so I scheduled Air Force on week 5. Overall, I think compared to like year 1, where we had to face 7 ranked teams, it's not that hard of a schedule. The stretch sort of from OSU by Illinois, ranked Stanford, ranked Michigan, that's a bit of a tough stretch. And then closing against a ranked Penn State, and they will definitely still be ranked. And then IU, who's obviously been a tough fight for us. This could get ugly. We really need to go ideally 5-0, but definitely 4-1 in this stretch. If we want any hope at staying ranked at the end of the season, because odds are we're not beating both OSU and Michigan. It'll be hard enough to beat one of them. So that's the team. That is the schedule. Really quick note on recruiting. I am prioritizing mainly 3 positions: wide receiver, D-line, and corner. We have a lot of D linemen graduating, a lot of corners graduating. I need to fill those positions. But my hope is that this can be a lighter recruiting class, and I can hit the transfer portal harder, not invest as much NIL money in recruits as I did last season, and hopefully we'll build on this immediately for next season. But let us play our game against Arizona State. This is the first meeting between our 2 teams. No recruits are visiting for Arizona, and we're favored by 7.5. So let us begin. Water break before the game. Tails never fails. Except today. Today it failed. Arizona State elects to defer. That's a shame. I like it when the AI receives. All right, so we're still going to be a very run-heavy team, but I think with the absence of a true great backup running back like we had last season, I think we're going to lean a bit more to the passing game, as poor Cade McKee is immediately sacked. Fair enough. Corners never fails. Fourth and 5 from the 39. I think my kicker attempting a 56-yarder is a bit ambitious. I'm going to go for it on 4th and 5 with a smash Diggs. And it succeeds. Walker Green, the transfer, 22-yard reception. That'll play. And Angel Hunter immediately heard my insult about the backup running back position and rattles off a 17-yard run for a touchdown. We take the lead. One thing I did forget to check, can their quarterback run? Ricardo Small. Not really. His 97 accuracy. This is a good quarterback they got here. He didn't even play last year. Why wouldn't you play this dude? Whatever. I mean, you know what? I am not going to question the whims of a 4-8 coaching staff. Oh, no. Yeah, so I think then the play is going to be do too high safety more often than not, as opposed to bringing down a spy. 3rd and 1. Look, if you want to run it up the middle, be my guess. They did, to be fair. They did. I cannot fault them. They convert on 3rd and 10, which is annoying. Will they convert though on 3rd and 13? No, they will not. Field goal. They make it, to their credit. All right, so yeah, I'm going to try to lean on the passing game a bit more this season, but other than that, the play calling is going to be relatively the same. I don't think we're going to have much success in terms of the time of possession game compared to last season, but Angel Hunter, this time through the air, the AI loves to engage 8 on 1st down, like it recommends it to me all the time. I rarely ever do it, but hey, more credit to you. Also, I love that they send 8, and instead of Cade McKee taking one of the open tight ends or one of the open curl routes, he's like, no, I'll wait for this route to develop. Don't know how that played out in real time. I would have loved it. See, look at this. 1st and 10, engage 8. Why would I do that? To be fair, because they run up the middle, but still. Like, I'm not committing 8 guys. 3rd and 7, too high safety, and they get it on the slants. All right, I'll bring a safety down in the middle then. And Scott Blackburn with our first defensive turnover. That'll do. That'll play. I am now turning on Jew clock just to burn some more time. Get some running in. Oh, we're already at the 9. Slants. It never fails. Ivan Richard touchdown. We're up 21-3. This is good. This is about the best of a start we could have hoped for. Defense forces a 3 and out. Now I'm just going to run the ball. I'm going to burn. That was not the play I wanted to do. Just going to burn as much time as humanly possible. Take some time off the clock. Seth Summers getting involved in the passing game. Are we the greatest team in the history of college football? Unlikely, but Hayden Hagen finds the end zone, and we are up by 25. Why wouldn't you go for it? You're already down by 25. How much worse could it get? I ask them. No, boy. 3rd and 11, I would like my slot corner route, please. Does not work. We punt. Is that our first punt of the game? Believe so. Uh-oh. All right, ASU is, they're trying to get some points on the board, and they do also get the ball before the half, so they could potentially have a 14-point swing, and all of a sudden we have a whole new game here. But however, Caden Hayes picks up Ricardo Small and will just run it out to end the half. Ooh. I lied. We're not going to run out to half. We're going to try to get him with slots out. Well, 10-yard pass. All right. Cool. That could have been bad if they get 14 unanswered points there, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Why did I just engage it on 3rd and 7? Sometimes the brain goes on autopilot in this thing. All right. What is my... So in the 3rd quarter, when we're up by 27, so we're not there yet to put in the backups in. I kind of don't want to be because our defense is just playing so well. But we're just running the ball. Hitches. Why? Why did I do all hitches in just the midfield? What was the call? The Angel Hunter. I need you to get more than 1 yard. All right, we punt it. Their defense is starting to stop us a little bit. I bet they pass on 2nd and 12. They tried to be fair. Cover 4 quarters. They punt. We punt. They punt. Suddenly, all of the offensive momentum in this game has just completely dried up. All right, and now since the 4th quarter has ticked over and we're up by more than 21, the backups are going to come in, which is good. 4th and 3. I feel like I'm up by 25. I'm not going to go for it. Because our defense has been good, but they haven't been great allowing drives, so I'll just punt it. Because I don't want them to risk getting good field position. We get the ball back anyway. But Marcus James muffs the punt. What is his ball security? To be fair, it's only a 59. — 59 is a low number. What's Richards? 70. All right, I might make that switch. But 105 speed on a punt returner? Like, that helps. Oh, we really needed that stop. 2nd and 3. They get stopped and they field a goal? I mean, okay. But, like, why? I mean, whatever. As Charles Vale catches a pass. Scenes, Harrison Waters getting involved too. We'll try the bubble screen. It worked. I am a genius. And this is also a good audition for Antonio Stevens just to give him a little bit of reps because he did not play the first 2 years. Randall and Bland got the priority for that last year. I will punt. Oy! They do 4 verts and they just burn whatever corner was on that side. And now they get in the end zone. Okay. And Marcus James is like, I'm sorry, I would not like to be replaced, and gets a 51-yard kickoff return. Cool. All right, I'm just going to run the ball, burn a little bit of clock, and then hopefully convert. No dice. We punt. You know, ASU is storming back. As now they're in the red zone, guys. 2nd goal at the 2. Send the house. They do slants. Fair enough. They make the extra point, but we recover the football. They do have their 3 timeouts. But nonetheless, I'm just going to run it with ISO. Yeah, cool. All right. That was a lot closer than it should have been. The probability summary never really dipped, but they scored 17 unanswered points in the 4th quarter, and we did not score in the entire second half. That's not great. I mean, I know I had backups in the 4th quarter, but I mean, look at this. Just 9 plays, punt. 9 plays, punt. 6 plays, punt. 3 and out. And they took them 2 minutes to get 2 touchdowns. That's crazy. And they didn't even do timeouts to get this. Up tempo is whack. But overall, a win is a win. Not really going to care about the final score. However, a bit disappointed. Cade McKee did great. 13-19, 194 yards, a couple touchdowns, turnover free. Stevens, 3 of 5, 17 yards. Not great, but it is what it is. A lot of different running backs got involved. Harrison Waters got a carry, which was nice. But, I mean, obviously, Hagen's great. Hunter had a good game. I'll take that. Touchdowns for Ivan Richard and Angelo Hunter through the air. Marcus James obviously did have the punt fumble. Only 1 sack from our defense. That is a bit disappointing and somewhat concerning. No field goals today, so the freshman Ulrich, 4-4 extra point, 39-yard punt. I would have preferred a bit longer on that average, but hey, we get the win in week 1. We'll take it. but that should not have been as close. Our offense just completely fell off the cliff there. And no Nooners, we lose a ranking spot. Also, Hagan had 153 yards rushing and set the new game record. I'm sorry, we lose a spot? Who got up? BYU also won and they went down 4. I'm sorry. Clemson, hold on. Clemson beats an FCS team and their ranking goes up by 9? I'm sorry. I don't care they beat them 73-0. It's an FCS team. Why? Why, ranking system, are you prioritizing a FCS win over like BYU? That's so silly. I'm somewhat genuinely annoyed by that. Arkansas beat number 2 OSU. They went up by 7. So the game is saying that blowing out an FCS school is more impressive than beating the number 2 ranked team in the country, OSU. That just doesn't make sense. But so the only 2 teams in the top 10 to lose, OSU obviously lost to Arkansas, and then Florida lost to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's looking good. Thank God the one year we don't play them, because it seems like we always play them. All right, beat Arizona State. That'll play. Let's look at recruiting. I do want to do a quick look at the offensive line recruiting group now that I actually have scouting available, because I forgot to do that last week. Let's do interest score for the first couple. Well, not the greatest list. So I'll do points ahead initial contract for, let's do Doyle. Not looking good for the offensive lineman. Okay, let's just do a quick thing on recruiting. I'll look at my 2 QBs first. So the only 2 QBs I'm really going after are Kevin Beasley, 66A potential, and then 4-star quarterback Caleb Cordova. I am under no illusion that I'm probably not going to get Cordova. Let's be frank. He has 92 interest in Notre Dame, 100 interest in OSU. I'm probably not getting this guy, but I want to just keep in the race. Moreover, you, sir, will attend the OSU game, because if we beat them, we will get an unholy amount of points. So he's just going to get a great pitch, and I'm just going to try to keep chase to see if maybe, there's a chance I get Cordoba, who already is more accurate than my backup quarterback. To that end, Beasley is the same. But yeah, Kevin Beasley is the one that realistically we're going to get a shot of. His interest in me is 75, which is higher than everyone else outside of Notre Dame, but Notre Dame's going for Cordova. So we'll see how that goes. Let me grab wide receiver and tight end in one grouping. Oh, that's right. I still don't know these guys' potentials. It's a bit annoying, but I don't think I want to put points in any of them. Santiago Davenport and Gustafsson are going to get my 2 ace pitches. Then I also need to figure out the money situation. Wagner can just get an okay pitch. These 3, I don't know the potential, so I don't really want to touch. Dixon, I doubt we get anyway, but we'll see. Next, let's look at D-line and linebacker really quick. Oh, boy. Really? Why you gotta do that to me? I think I'll give McNeil the great pitch. These 2 can get good pitches, and I can schedule Zachary Paul. He's a D lineman. I'll have him attend the Michigan game. And then if I can get I can get Archer also in the Michigan game because then I'll get bonus points for them having complimentary visits. I don't know his potential yet, so I don't really want to offer him yet, but I'll schedule him just because. Actually, no, that makes no sense to schedule him before I know. Never mind. Um, Actually, let me just check really quick. I don't have offers to the tight ends, do I? No. All right. I was worried that past me had just done something very silly. All right, corners and safeties. So we don't know Hammond. That's kind of fine. Rasmussen, I mean, is the one that we're really going for. He's also a man coverage guy. Tony's a man coverage guy. Arjun is just bad. I can schedule him though. Let's do. He's a corner. Let's do OSU. Come on down. All right, so Rasmussen is just going to get an okay pitch. Tony is going to get a great pitch, as will Dodson, just so I can keep pace with LSU, with Louisville. All right, that's recruiting done. Week 2, we have Minnesota. They lost their opener to Texas. Been there, Minnesota. It's tough sledding. But looks like they have a pretty decent team. Last year they went 8-5 and won their bowl against Louisville. Good on them. All right. I don't really have much to go on for a focus, so we're just going to work on running the ball and stopping their run. Remember when we were the worst team in the country in stopping the run? That was fun. Oh yeah, before I forget, Minnesota, does your quarterback run? He's a field general designation, so I doubt it. He can. He doesn't have the speed for it, but he's got good ball carrier vision. He didn't run last game. So he was a transfer from North Texas. Looks like he was a backup there. And now he's their starter. All right, fair enough. All right, let's rock and roll. We are favored by 13.5 points. We have 2 transfers visiting, quarterback Kevin Beasley and wide receiver JUCO Kenneth Wagner. So far, we only played Minnesota once, and it was in year 2, and they destroyed us. That was the famous game where I went in thinking we would blow them out easily, and at the start, it was looking like that, and then they just destroyed us. That was Cade McKee, one of his worst games, possibly ever. So not a great showing. But let's look to avenge that here, and see what we got. We will coin. Minnesota calls tails because it never fails. See? Minnesota likes to receive. Cool. That is our preference to defer anyway. So thank you, Minnesota. And immediately a 36-yard pass. Will y'all chill out? 3rd and 11, I'm going too high safety. Cool. Good job. Hobson, they punt. We get the ball back. Let's rock and roll. Diego Ford with the catch. We'll take. Hagen, could you not make this stressful for me? ISO! Cool. Dropped Marcus. Why? Why you gotta hurt me like that? 4th and 7, we punt 2. We could have great field position. Scott Blackburn with the interception of Taylor Richards. And all of a sudden, we're at the 8-yard line. Now we're at the 4-yard. I'm not doing corner double in. I will, however, do the double hitch. Doesn't work. Xander Mitchell a flex. 4th and goal at the 4. I will take the field goal. I think there's an argument for me running the ball on 3rd and 4. Because then even if I give a couple yards, it makes the 4th down easier. I think that's probably a misplay by me. They convert on 3rd and 6. They do not convert on 3rd and 5. We get the ball back. Angel Hunter goes backwards, which is I love starting drives that way. Incompletion, we punt. Isaiah Morrison now with the interception. Okay, we need to get in the end zone. We need to capitalize on their offensive woes. As I say that, it is now 3rd and 4. And it is now 4th and 4. We punt. And a third interception, this time by Kane Chase. Do they bench their quarterback? I would at this point. 3 straight incompletions is not really where I want to be in my life. They punted away, and this could turn into like a 10-3 final score, just based on how it's going. However, we're driving. We're in the red zone. I'll hit him with the corners. Didn't work. And there we go. Philip Casey, touchdown catch. We're up by 10. And then we get a sack. Leonard Curry. I have such a soft spot for Leonard Curry because I'll always remember him as a freshman getting an amazingly clutch forced fumble in our bowl game. All right. Hayden Hagen rattles off a 49-yard rush and then gets the touchdown reception. We kick the extra point, and all of a sudden, what was looking like a close defensive slogfest is turning into a blowout. We get the ball to start the second half anyway. I am actually going to run it. They call a timeout. Never mind. Whoops, and switched up tempo. Hey, and Game McGee gets picked. To be fair, I should have just ran it. They're going for the 44-yard field goal, and they do make it. All right. Should have just ran it. Oh, well. All right, kickoff has arrived. We start with the ball. I'm going to keep chew clock on just because that was not the play I wanted to run. But it doesn't matter. Diego Ford bails me out, as he always does. Jonathan Calderon with the catch. Love that. Need to get him involved more. And Cade McKee is picked again in the end zone. Cade, buddy, do you remember, Cade, when your 8 starts in your second year, you only threw 3 picks total? What happened to that, Cade? Just talk to me about it, buddy. 4th and 2, Minnesota punts. Man, our offense has, not been great as Angel Hunter gets a 43-yard rush. They blitz. We take advantage. Extra point is good. We're up by 21. So Minnesota is driving. 3rd and 10. I am not going to blitz. Too high safety. Incomplete. We get the ball back. Let's run this clock. 3rd and 7. Never mind. All right, Antonio Stevens is in. So the backups are now in. I'm going to say keep running this clock. See if we can get in the end zone. And we do. Harrison Waters touchdown run. Extra point is good. And this is turning into a blowout. Our backup defense just forced a 3-and-out on these guys. That's not great. Mama Carney getting involved. That's good. I feel bad for Mama Carney because he has dropped decently far in the depth chart relative to how he's done development-wise. Yeah, we'll kick the field goal. Makes a 41-yarder. All right. Those are not guaranteed. Pearson missed like 3, and it was still the bane of my existence. They're going for it on 4th and 4. I respect that. Deflected. We will let the clock run out. There we go. Much more decisive win than week 1. So I imagine the committee will drop us in the rankings 4 spots. Really good, just efficient game. They were 4 of 16 on 3rd down. They only averaged 4 passing yards per attempt. Really good stuff. Time possession was actually closer than expected. Cade McKee didn't have a good game. I mean, he had a couple touchdowns, but he also flirted with 50% completion percentage. 2 interceptions, not great. Stevens came in 4-5 for 56 yards. Hagan did really well, and then Hunter, Summers, Harrison got a couple touches. Hunter and Waters got some touchdowns. That'll play. Receiving wise, Case got a touchdown, and Diego Ford got involved. Look at our blocking tight end specialist. Defensively, 3 sacks. That's an improvement on last week. 3 picks as well. 7 tackles for a loss. They never took Taylor Richards out, to be fair. That's tough. But yeah, I mean, the game really wasn't ever close after that second quarter. Good win. That'll do. That'll do. Let us advance. What? No one wanted to commit then? That was our record for most opposing turnovers. I'll take it. And then in the rankings, we move back up to 13. Thank you. Thank you for restoring us. What a silly thing. Oh man. So wait. You're telling me Arkansas had number 2 Ohio State and then number 1 Alabama. That's credit to them for beating OSU. That is a heck of a schedule. All right, so we're back up to being ranked 13. That'll play. Oh yeah. So in the recruiting visits, we got 520 points for Beasley and Wagner, which that brings us right behind Ball State for his signature. He must really care about proximity to home. That'd be the only reason Ball State would be ahead of us. And playing time, to be fair. Okay, so first things first, I want to scout these guys' potential. I don't know. D+, Tristan Hammond, get out of here. C-. I mean, his catching is a B-. What's O'Neill's? Ooh! F. Blocking is a bit disconcerting. All right, we'll bow out of Archer. Bow out of Jefferson then. Cordoba, you can have a great pitch. All right. Do I want to keep? Do I even care about May? I mean, where would he be in our tight end depth chart next season? Let's say he ends up with like a 73 overall. It'd probably still be smart to get him. Though he's only a JUCO guy, I only get him for 2 years. What's the interest? He's more interested in Tulane, but we got them beaten everywhere else. I think we will remove him from the list. Not interested. I will offer the A- potential guy, and I'll schedule a visit. Let's do the OSU game. Okay, pitches. Dixon, I want to keep just close on. And then prioritize guys like Dodson. He'll get a great pitch. McNeil gets an ace. Ace Gustafson gets great. And I'll just do the best pitches I can for these guys. I can schedule Rasmussen. Sweet. Michigan, please. All right, that is recruiting. Done, dusted. And again, I'm going for a lighter recruiting class, I think. What I might do next week is just scout the guys that I would be far ahead on immediately, just to see if there's any good potential there. But I've already looked at a decent amount of them. Might be worth it, though. Who knows? All right, so we're going up against UCLA, who currently week 1 they lost to South Carolina, but week 2 they beat Michigan State. Good for them. 80 and 83 talent respectively. They got Jalen Carrington at quarterback, transfer from A&M. Can he run? Not really. All-right. Fair enough. No injuries so far, which is lucky. We're going to work on running the ball and stopping. Yes, they're downfield passing, so it looks like they don't run it very much. All right. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna get to the OSU game. I don't know if I'll play it today, but I'll get to it. We have 3 visitors coming: Eric Riley, Des McNeil, and Gustafsson. We're projected win by 13.5 points. We've played UCLA once before, and that was in year 2. We beat them 35-24. We scored 21 unanswered points in the 4th quarter, and that was a Miles Bland game, who currently finds himself at Texas A&M. Is he starting? He is starting. To his credit, Miles, come on. That's cool. I like seeing my former players start and do well, especially when I lost 3 quarterbacks to transfer last year. Woohoo! All right, UCLA makes the coin call as heads. Tails never fails, you fools. All right. Their quarterback doesn't run, so I think I'll do 2 high safeties more often than not. And they're 3 and out to start. Cool. Now, I need to see more consistency from our offense. I think last couple games we've looked a bit shaky. We've gotten really cold at times. 3rd and goal at the 1. I'm just going to do ISO twice in a row, and if they stop me, they deserve to win. Andrew Hunter gets in the end zone. That'll play. Again, engage 8. 1st and 10. 4th and James? A second? No. You get 1 muff punt. You do not get 2. Richard takes the gig. No. Nope. They punt anyway, so it doesn't hurt us in the grand design. But I mean, he's muffed 2. We just started the 3rd game. No. Can't have that. 3rd and 10, you say. Slot drive. Sling it. There we go. Philip Casey, 27-yard pass. That'll play. Oh. Angel Hunter being the guy that runs that on 2nd down is not really where I want to be in my life. Where I want to be is the middle slants. No dice. We punt. They had a really good punt return on that. Yeah, the guy caught it at the 2. Fair enough. But they punt it nonetheless. I would be so mad if I was that returner. It's like, I picked it up at the 2, ran 46 yards, and you couldn't get 1 first down. That happens. I'll let the 1st quarter end. Fresh set of downs. I think this will be a game where we don't necessarily need touchdowns, but we just need to score and score and score. I say that as we punt. And they got a touchback, so that was about a 15-yard punt. Should have gone for it at that point. Not looking good for our offense. They're going for it on 4th and 3. I bet they pass. I am going to bring the robber down. And they convert and they run it. Fair enough. Fair to them. 3rd and 7. They don't convert. They make the field goal. All right. UCLA is on the board. Cade McGee got sacked. Not great. That's a big conversion there. So our offense is stalling right now. 3rd and 8. Corners. Corners. Walker Green with a 20-yard reception. I'd like to get in the end zone. Jay Brandt, the true freshman, with the touchdown reception. Okay. Extra point is good, but UCLA is in the red zone. Why would I engage 8 when I know they're going to pass it? 4th and 2, they kick it. Okay. I'm just going to run the ball down the half. Never mind. Never mind. One more pass play deep. We maybe get into field goal range. 2nd and 1. That'd be what, a 50? Let's try one more and hope I get enough time to get a field goal off. Hey! 1st and 10 at the 16. Kick the field goal. There we go. Well done there, guys. And we get the ball to start second half. 2 o'clock is going on. We are going to run the ball. We are going to short pass them to death. Right off into the sunset. That said, we're averaging a 1st down per play right now. Oh, so close. The streak has been broken. But that's fine. 1st and goal at the 6. Where's my hitches? There's my hitches. Marcus James with a touchdown, redeeming himself from the muffed punt. Extra point is good. Shots gone for 2 there. Nah. 18 versus 19 doesn't really matter. 4th and 3, UCLA goes for it, and they do not get it. They run the ball. No dice. We show them how to run the ball. I say that as Angel Hunters fumbles. Fair enough. Fair enough, UCLA. But they punt it nonetheless. Terrible. Terrible tragedy. And Hayden Hagen rattles off a 38-yard run, and all of a sudden, we're up by 25. 4th quarter ends. Can our defense get the stop? Third and 8. They fail to convert. They do kick the extra point. So that's what now? 22? Well, that means my backups are in. As Seth Summers rattles off a 43-yard rush. Fair enough. I'll take the field goal. No dice. Oric missed it. And Corey Everett with the interception. Where is he at in the depth chart? Because the backups are... he's 5. Cool. We're just going to run the ball, maybe pass, then run the ball some more. QB sneak. It got stopped. I'm sad now. But the ISO makes it. Harrison Waters touchdown. There we go. I don't think our backup defense is very good. I'm making that announcement now. But nonetheless, kneel down. You call the timeout. You're down by 20. Damn. Really wanted to get something there. All right, well, we're 3-0. Really good day from our defense. Not counting the garbage time touchdown at the end. I think they did really, really well. The UCLA was only 2 of 13 on 3rd down. That is the worst I've seen in a while. They converted both our 4th downs, though, to be fair. Yeah, pretty good bounce back day from the offense, definitely. Cade McKee, 16 and 22, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hagan, 13 yards a rush. Goodness gracious. Hunter did great, got a touchdown. Harrison Waters, Seth Summers came in. They did pretty well. Receiving core, solid day. 2 fumbles, though, on the day is not great. 9 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Ideally, I'd like more. Everett gets the pick. Good for him. All right. Good result. To advance the week. Oh, Philip Casey picked up a minor head injury, you say? Hmm. Not great. But Hayden Hagen one-ups his own stat, getting 180 yards rushing. Head injury for Casey. I think I'll just drop him all the way down. Uh-oh, Mateo Leonard is pissed. As is Samson. Samson. Why you gotta be so mad? What does? Yeah, I have a lot of guys that want more playing time. Stevens, you want more playing time? Will you settle down, sir? Relax. Killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Um, what were the number? Where can I see my boosters? So yeah, we got so close to 40 points too. That's what annoyed me. I should have gone for two a few more times. Yeah. I need to sling the ball a lot more if I want 350 yards passing. We'll see. Man, we got so close to 40. Should have run up the score even more. Oh well. All right, well, we win and we go up 2 spots in the rankings to 12. Or excuse me, to 11. I saw the 2 and got my brain mixed up. Good for us there. That'll play. Recruiting, I didn't see anyone commit. How'd the visits go? 420 for Riley and Gustafson. 620 for McNeil, which is good because he already had his first visit to West Virginia. They scheduled him week 2. Cool. Overall, good results. All right, let me then just look at players that I'd be ahead of initial contact. A quarterback. Well, I'm already looking at some of them. Another quarterback. I guess I'll include 2 stars in this just to shake things up if anyone's got like A potential. B plus safety. His tackling's not good. His coverage is almost just nah. Some O linemen. I mean, A minus potential. I'll give a look to McDowell. Why not? I'll offer him to. Just cause, really. All right. Points ahead. Anyone? So Akron. All right. I think now is the time to look at money. I think now is the time to get NIL money figured out and just start throwing some coins around. Beasley, do you care about money? Very. Cordoba, not. Okay. So I like Beasley. I don't think I'll need to spend money to get him. I'll just give him a good pick. I lied. I'll do an okay pick. Cordoba, I mean, I'm just trying to keep pace with Notre Dame and everybody else. So actually, I'll give him the ace pitch. All right, so quarterbacks I don't see being an NIL situation. Wide receiver. Hi, guys. So, close battles with everything. Wagner, it's not looking great just because Ball State seems to be pushing hard. They've offered him money. Fair enough. And he cares a lot about money. Extremely, extremely not, and very. Okay, so Davenport's the only one that doesn't really care about money, so I'll give him an ace pitch. The rest of you lot, I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I think catching up on Dixon and staying ahead on Gustafsson is my two priorities. So I'll offer, let's just say, slightly above value to Gustafsson and value for Dixon. And with Dixon, I'll give a good pitch. That'll give me 845. Hopefully, we'll leapfrog Virginia. Wagner, I just want to keep pace with Ball State. And Gustafsson, I'm already getting 900. I don't want to also give a pitch. Tight end O'Neill, do you care about money? You do. Do I really want to spend it on you, though? Like, what's 200,000? 300,000 gets me 500 points. I don't know if I want to do that, though. For now, I'll walk away. D-line. Okay. Hi, guys. Who cares about money? Bartlett, somewhat for McNeil, and not at all for Hall. So 500,000 for McNeil gets me 365. 500,000 for Bartlett gets me 5. Okay. So that said, I mean, of these three, Bartlett's probably the one I want the least. I think with McNeil, I'll do a DC great pitch, and I'll throw in 400,000. With Bartlett, I think it's just about keeping ahead of everybody else, so I'll just do good pitches for both him and Paul. So far, I've offered out 1.3 million. Corner, okay. Not very for Leach, or for Rasmussen. Maximum for Leach. Tony, somewhat. Dodson, not very. Maximum for Bowers. Well, that's a shame. The two that I'm least interested in care the most. Fair enough. And I think what I want to do here then. I guess in terms of overall player, I think Rasmussen gets a great pitch, as will Tony. And I think that leaves just a random okay pitch I'll give to Leach. And I'll come back and figure out those two later. That is my genius strategy. Made succeed. Okay, I need to keep the booster in mind more. So we need 40 points. We need 40 points. We need 300 yards passing and 350. The 351, I think, will be nigh impossible. 300, we'll try. We'll give it the old. All right, so we're facing an 0-3 Rutgers team. So far, they got blown out by Vanderbilt. They allowed 70 points to USC, and they lost a shootout to Northwestern. That's got a sting. Oh, man, they averaged a first down every pass attempt. Guys. Okay, then. Can their quarterback run? Oh, it's Banks. He did get the starting job. Sweet. All right, so we're going up against Dominic Banks, who was our fourth quarterback. He was our fourth quarterback last season. He's starting for Rutgers this season. Looks like he got a great overall boost. Went up by 5. His accuracy went up by 12. Arm strength went up by 2, and IQ went up by 4. Okay, he got a really good development. Good for him. All right, so we're facing a former quarterback in Dominic Banks. who, to be fair, didn't play. Just to be clear, he never played, but still, that's cool. All right, we're projected to win by 21 points. So if there is a game to go for 40 and get 30 or 300 passing yards, I think it'll be this. Does it? Yeah, it just says yards. It doesn't say one quarterback has to do it, to be fair. Rutgers has 10 players visiting, none of whom we're in on. And then, so last time we played was in year 2. We beat them 38-18. It's like it wasn't a particularly close game. There were 3 of 11 on third down, and that was a Miles Bland game with Randall in. Okay. Oh, I need to set the practice focus. Whoops. In that case, I'm going to work on stopping their downfield passing, and we're going to work on our downfield passing. Usually I go rushing, but for this, my specific goal is we want to pass the ball like a madman, burn them over the top. Tails never fails. Vindication. We win the toss. We'll receive. So I'm going to break my rule again. Okay. First things first, we're going to open with slots out. That's what I deserve for opening with slots out, to be fair. Hagen with a 20-yard rush. That'll play. We punt. Not great. Oy, they convert on 3rd and 8. They do not convert on 3rd and 9. But Rutgers scores first. Credit to them. 3rd and 2. I'm just going to hand it up the middle. 4th and 1. Hand it up the middle. We get it. Cool. That was a moment of sheer terror for a second. Like, if we don't convert this. 4th and 8, we'll go for the field goal. Or it gets it. 3-all. Why did I just do engage 8 on 1st and 10, you ask? Sometimes I just get stuck on autopilot. Oh boy, it's not our best start. We're gonna let first quarter end. There we go. 47-yard pass completion. The slants at the time when they blitz 7. That'll play. We'll do hitches. We get it to 1. Hunter gets in the end zone. Extra point is good. We're up by 7. All right. They have to punt. I think we're doing pretty good against their defense, but our offense is leaving a bit to be desired. Though, to be fair, I am passing it more than usual. Down to it, the 2. Seth Summers getting the handoff. There we go. What number do I need to hit? 40? Let's not waste time then. Oy! The engage 8 gets me. 3rd and 8. Can they stop the slot corner? Yes, they can. Fair enough. They punt. I would like to get a score before half because they get the ball to start the second half. So there's a world in which they make this a very close game. 3rd and 8. Not great. We have to settle for a field goal. I assume they're going to pass. They ran it right up the middle. Fair enough. Ooh, punt. 1 second left. Hail Mary. Sent well, actually, now. Instead of doing Hail Mary, I'll do the slots corner. And he got sacked. So currently, we're on pace for 40 points. And we're on pace, well set, for the yardage. We just need to not make any dumb mistakes, like allow them to convert on 3rd and 18, guys. Come on now. Let's be serious here. Good conversion on 3rd and 4. Hey, Walker Green, 36-yard reception. That'll play. touchdown. Whoops. I missed the turnover that happened there. Interception. Oh. Banks, I'm sorry. Not looking good. Not looking good for Rutgers here. Marcus James, touchdown pass. We're now at 34, so one more touchdown, and we get the 40-point goal. Where are we on yardage? 311. All right. Antonio Stevens is in the game. Do I want him to be in the game? That's another question entirely. There we go. 20-yard pass. We're close. Third and 7. Corners. Hey, Charles with the touchdown. Extra point is good. And with that, we have satisfied both the 40-point requirement and the 350 passing requirement. And it's not even the fourth quarter. I really thought that would be difficult. Okay, now let's turn 2 clock on. Let's do the honorable thing and let's run the ball. Because before this, Hagan had like 8 carries. Hunter barely had any. Let's run the ball. We will punt. Oh, no, not punt. We'll run it. Send it now. Hey, that was a big play from them. Will Rutgers find the end zone? They do. Good on them. We punt. Who knew that our backups were less than ideal? 3rd and 12, you say. 4th and 20. Fair enough, game. All right. I mean, they're making it look more competitive than it really was. Our offense just falling on its face at the end didn't help, but we'll take it. 4th and 11. Turnover on downs. I ran it and I did a pass play and he got sacked. It's a bad omen. All right, we'll let the clock run out. Very successful win, 41-17 against Rutgers. Kind of an even game offensively. I think the big difference, though, is just we passed it abnormally. An abnormal amount of time. Dominic Banks in his revenge game against us, 20 of 37, 219 yards, touchdown, and a interception. Cade McGee, 22 of 36, so slightly better completion percentage. 311 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stevens, 4-9, 52, 1 touchdown. Running the ball, we were a pass-heavy team this game. Hagan did all right. Hunter and Summers found the end zone. Not much to write home about. Touchdowns for Walker Green, Charles Beal, and Marcus James. Defensively, again, only 2 sacks. We're just not getting home enough. Ulrich was perfect on field goals and extra points. Good game. Yeah, the game was pretty much over in the second quarter. But hey. All right, let us advance, and I believe that should satisfy the 350. If it only satisfies the 300, then that means that the booster goal only is limited to 1 quarterback getting those numbers. We're now 7th in the country. Thank you. Did I do my math wrong? That'd be awkward if so. Now, last time I checked, 311 plus 52 was 363. But on the summary, it says we only had 342 pass yards. The math is not mathing here. That's legitimately annoying. Because that's a $3 million bonus we could have potentially gotten. And there's not a lot more opportunities to pass it that much down the road. That's a bit frustrating, I think. It's a bit annoying. Why the difference? 342 passing yards. But when you add up these two numbers, why would it be that up? Trying to think why that would be. If like there were I didn't notice there being like a backward pass that took numbers off the board. That is a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. All right. Well, so be it. All right, we go up in the ranking 4 spots. We are now ranked 7th in the country. Top 10 ranking. That'll do. We go up against Air Force. Does not look like they're ranked at 3-1. They rank 59. All right. I didn't see any recruiting news or anything like that. We do have a wide receiver. Philip Casey is back from injury, which means Samson will probably go back to being pissed. And Mateo Leonard, listen, Mateo, you're just going to have to hate me. All right, to be clear. Okay. So, recruiting-wise, let me scout him a little bit more. Let me get full scouts on Beasley. Bartlett, I'll get close. Gustafson, I'll get close. Rasmussen, I want done. Davenport, I want done. Dixon, I would like done. Dixon may commit soon. It's not great for us. He's visiting us week 12. I think Pitt is just going to get him. That's annoying. I mean, look, we're keeping pace with Notre Dame for Cordoba. They've already offered him $2.4 million. That's craziness. Like, offering him $2.4 million only gets me 170 points. Why would the AI do that? You don't need the 170. I'm behind by 850. Craziness. I'll do the ace pitch with Dixon, and then I'll up the money by an additional 100,000 just to close the gap by half. But I assume he's going to Pitt. Who else am I behind by on page 2? Who are you? Oh, Arjun. Yeah, I think we're. Even if I do the best pitch I got, that gets me 494. I mean, I might as well. He cares maximum. If I offer him above his value, I get 1,300 points. Sure. I mean, my recruiting visit with him is in a week anyway. 995 as Arkansas beats ranked Texas A&M. Fair enough. Fair enough. Arkansas is just going through it. Okay, so elsewhere, Wagner may commit soon, which is not good for us because he visits Ball State this week. So if I offer him above his market value, that's 400. Do I even want Wagner? Now that I think about it, like, is it worth it? I don't know. I'll just put 1,000 points in, and then if the recruiting visit goes well, so be it. He's going to get at least 200 points from it being the third visit. So we'll see how that plays out. O'Neill, I'll just try to keep pace with UTEP. Davenport gets the great pitch, as will, I guess, Dodson. Dodson and then Tony. Tony, do you care about money? I forget. What am I at financially? 8 million? Okay. Or 8.4, I should say. These two can get the DC good pitches and then okay pitched and okay thrusters. Cool. Yeah, I think we're going to lose out on some of these guys in the next couple weeks, but that's fine. I am legitimately annoyed that this didn't trigger, but that is what it is. All right. So far, our player promises are on track. Look at this division. The worst record in the division so far is 3-1. The division teams are ranked 4th, 5th, 7th, and 13th. This has to be the hardest division in college football. And not every conference does divisions, but goodness gracious me. All right, so we're going up against Air Force, who are 3-1. They lost to a ranked BYU team by 3 points. No shame in that. Beat UNLV by double digits as they did Nevada, and then they just beat New Mexico. We are the only remaining ranked team on their schedule, though we'll see if Colorado State keeps winning. All right. They don't have a great roster, it looks like. Oh, no. All right, looks like Gallagher was probably their starter, and then he's just picked up the injury. So Patrick Porters, who we're going to face, doesn't look like he can run. He's not the most accurate guy in the world. And he's thrown a couple picks. Yeah, I don't think their quarterback impresses me that much. Ooh, their running back room, though. I am jealous. Jackson Briggs, Spencer Lianos. Okay. All right. They got a good running back room, so that's what we're going to focus on stopping at least. And then, yeah, they're number 9 in the country in running the ball. All right. Fair enough. We'll work on rushing as well. All right. So if we win this game, that means we will meet OSU as an undefeated team. If we lose, things could get a little shaky. We're projected to win by 14.5 points, but I mean, come on. They're number 4th in the country in yards per game, 9th in the country in rushing yards per game, 12th in points per game. Like, this could be a shootout. Air Force has 10 players visiting, none of whom we are interested in. Well, I guess we're on the screen for Randolph, even though we're 3,300 behind. This is our first time playing Air Force. We will call tails. See what happens here. We win the toss. We will defer, as is our want. Their quarterback can't really run, so I think we'll go too high safety more often than not. 3rd and 17, already an interception from Derek Parks. That'll play. I'm not doing an end around. You silly gooses. That was not the right play there. Yep. We missed the field goal. Yep. That was the worst play call in the world. My brain just goes on autopilot too much with this simming. And it really shouldn't, as Air Force takes the lead. All right. Cool. K. McKee, touchdown run. We just drove down the field, ran the ball in the end zone. First quarter ends. Let's go. Why did I do engage 8 on 3rd and 4, you ask? Don't ask questions. They miss a field goal, too. No one's hitting field goals tonight. I love it. All right, let's try to string some passes together. Get some big plays. Third and 2, draw. That'll work. 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, Walker Green, touchdown, and we miss the extra point. Ulrich, buddy, he's a freshman. I can't get mad at the freshman. All right, ideally I want to burn essentially the rest of this clock, but I won't say no to a touchdown either. Hey, so Hagen gets in. I should have gone for 2 there to make it 21. All right, they're not going to go for what would probably be the longest field goal in their program's history. We start the ball. Ooh, that bailed us out. Third and 4, I'm going to pass it. I suspiciously looked at the passing yards before this. Field goal is up, and field goal is no good. That is 7 points that we have missed out on due to missed kicks. Caden McKee is sacked as Seth Summers rattles off a 44-yard rush. Let's go. And then he gets a 25-yard rush. Seth Summers, hello. Welcome to the program. All right, we're up by 20. But they are a driving, and they are a punting. $196. Yeah, I don't think this is the 350 passing game, but you know what? I'm gonna keep trying. All right, fourth quarter begins. And I am going to override the sub when it happens for Cade because I want him to stay in the game. All right. Extra point is good. Well, Air Force is driving. Will they get in the end zone? No. Oh, it's Stevens. And I guess I can't override it for everyone, just him. I'm 120 away. I'm not getting that. Let's just run the ball. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Touchdown. Easy dub. Well, we got 40 points again. Did they just run it on like 3rd and 9? Fair enough. Well, that'll be that. They decide against even kicking a field goal to end the game. Fair enough, I guess. Well, we won 48-10. That was not as close as a game as I thought it would be. Credit to our defense for holding them only to 10 points. Really good day running the ball. Obviously, Seth Summers' 2 major runs kind of deflates that a bit. 8 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Hagen, 12 carries, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns also from Waters. And then Caden McKee got a rushing touchdown. Good day overall. Good day, good day, good day. McGee, 23-33, 234 yards and a touchdown. That'll play. I think they're running. I mean, they did well running the ball. It's just passing. There was nothing there. It's like this was the closest I ever got, but then they stalled. All right. We are undefeated. We are 5-0 going into OSU. I played 5 games. That's crazy. Craziness, people. No new commits. Cool. That does not move us in the rankings. We stay pat at 7. It's like no one really moved because no one really lost outside of Texas. Fair enough. All right. Number 7 plays number 4. Well, then, switch to recruiting. So, oh boy. All right. So Wagner still might. I mean, Ball State, their visit with him, it looks like 315. So that could have been a lot worse. But I still don't think we get him. I think to make up the difference, we have to offer a lot of money. And at that point, like I'm going after 4 wide receivers. Do I really need a guy like Wagner? I don't think I do. I think my preference would be Gustafsson or Dragonport. So yeah, I think they're going to be my emphasis. Give them both the ace pick. And then Gustafsson, I'll give him a little bit more cash. So yeah, I'm gonna bow out of the Wagner sweepstakes. I think he goes to Ball State regardless, but I think that's my call there. Michigan State decided to offer a scholarship. Good for them. To Dixon. Quarterback, how's it looking? What are the timing of the visits? Oh, I'm first. That's a shame. All right, so Cordova's visiting this week, Auburn, and then Notre Dame. So if he commits before week 13, I think I have a chance. But if he holds out until Notre Dame's visit, I think we're just screwed, just based on the general mood of things. To be fair, Illinois did schedule Beasley against us. So if we lose that game to Illinois and IU, this could get shaky. All right, it's QB, that's wide receiver. Let's look at offensive lineman is just little McDowell. Where are we at in the tight end room, O'Neill? We're behind. It's a shame that. D-line, hi guys. Oi, West Virginia had their visit. No. They just offer him money. They offered him money and they gave their ace pick for McNeil. Well then, I'll give a great pitch, I guess. Bartlett and Paul can get good pitches. That means I'm pretty low on pitches. Cornerback and safety Tony might still commit soon. I'll give him an okay pitch. Dodson, it doesn't look like we're going to get. So I'll do great pitch for Bowers. Okay pitch for Rasmussen. I think that's my move. Okay. Ohio State. Hello. So far this season, they are 4-1. They lost to Arkansas in week 1 and then declared, to quote the words of Magneto, never again. And they've yet to allow double-digit scores since then. They have scored 34-plus points in each game, including beating a ranked USC team 34-7. I think we can say they are on their best form and going up against us, which is not great. However, look, last season we played OSU really close. This season is our best chance to beat them, just on paper. So we're gonna need to do so. If we have any hope of winning. Any hope at all. I have faith. Time's about 11:38. Yeah, I think I'll play this game and then go through the bye week probably, and then next week or next stream on Tuesday pick up with Illinois. That makes sense in my head. Don't know if it should, but it does. All right, let's look at their team. So obviously they have one of the best, if not the best team in the country. They have 22 5-stars. Oy, but their 5-star gunslinger is hurt. So they turned to Griffin Sawyer, their transfer from Florida. Imagine transferring in an 83 overall A+ potential guy, and you're like, yeah, he's our backup. Killing me. Looks like he has run the ball a little bit. I mean, his accuracy looks pretty good, guys. Oh, jeez. This is what we call the OSU bump right there. His overall went up by 6. All right, so we faced their backup quarterback. That gives us something. Running room. It's like one of their backup running backs. They have a 5-star true freshman, 84 overall A- potential. Get out of here. Just. What was it? Oh Lord, his ball security went up by 6. Carry vision went up by. This is silly. That is silly. We're going to work on running the ball, and we're going to work on stopping their run. Very simple. Very, very simple. They have one of the best. They have the best defense in the country. Is what we're going up against here. So, huzzah! Looking at this game, for those who are not familiar, we play them every year since OSU is in our division, and the first 2 years weren't particularly close. Last year, though, in Columbus, 34-28 was your final score, and our offense did not score at all in the fourth quarter, just completely flamed out. Overall, pretty close game. We also turned the ball over 3 times. The reason we were able to keep it close was very simple. They weren't great on third down. Offensively, they outran us, they outpassed us, they were just better. But we got them off the field, and then we just shot ourselves in the foot by turning the ball over and over again. This time the game is at home. We'll see how it goes. Visiting OSU, we have 3 players. Star quarterback Caleb Cordoba, who we assume is going to Notre Dame anyway, but I wanted to give the old college try. If we do win, we'll get a big boost because OSU is technically in on Cordoba. And then Arjun Bowers, the corner, and Jonathan O'Neal, the tight end. So that's where we're at. And this could be the year. Let's play. Coin toss. OSU calls heads. They are fools because tails never fails. Even the coin favors them. They elect to defer. I am turning chew clock on immediately. Because the other reason we were able to keep it so close against OSU last time is the time of possession was just so much in our favor. Ivan Richard gets us started. I mean, technically we started with a 1-yard rush, but for all intents and purposes, he got us started. So we're just going to need to run the ball. We need to do it well. I'm passing it on 3rd and 2. Yeah, no, I'll go for it. Yes! Angel Hunter, 4-yard conversion. That's big. That's big. The sack hurts. 3rd and 18. Yeah, we have to punt. 58-yarder. He's not making that. Dang. That is so disappointing. All right. We get their offense off the field. 3rd and 7, though. We have to punt 2. 3 and out for OSU. That's big. Convert the 3rd on 11. Okay. We're driving. We're moving. We're shaking. 3rd and 9 is grim. Corners. Success. We'll let the clock run out. We're in no hurry. 3rd and 4, I'm going to run it. 4th and 3, I will pass with slants. Ivan Richard 10-yard pass. Let's go. Oh, Cade McKee intercepted on 3rd and 10. That's why we lost last time. The turnovers killed us. Now OSU has momentum. They have to settle for a field goal, though, which is big. I'm going to turn off 2 clock. I'm going for it on 4th and 1. If they stop us, so be it. Whoo! 6-yard rush. I wasn't worried there at all. What do you mean? From a field position standpoint, that was not my smartest move ever. I don't know why the AI hasn't flipped to up-tempo, but I guess I got to do it myself. Like that's neat. All right. Now I'll go back to just normal. And Angel Hunter gets in the end zone. We're leading. I mean, I'll take one deep shot just to see what we get. Nah, let's just run it. Cool. All right. First half, we're up 7-3. It's been a very ugly game. Not a lot going on, but OSU just got a 43-yard pass. Fair enough. Nah, they ran it. I thought they passed it there. All right. Well, we are down again. Needing to drive. Caden McKee is sacked. -8 yards is grim for a sack. So we have to punt. Not good at all. 3rd and 6. I'm going to drop the safety down. They convert. Slants over the top, but Richard Noble fumbles and we recover. Okay. Need to capitalize here. And Marcus James, 35-yard pass is all the capitalization I need. But OSU, their offense is woken up, I think. I think their offense has, in fact, woken up. 3rd and goal at the 1. We're going to go goal line. They don't get in and they field goal. Why in the world, if you're the AI, do you kick a field goal to go down by 1? You know what? I am not going to interrupt my opponent when they're making a mistake. Now, if I could rattle off like a 10-minute drive that scores a touchdown at the end, I will be a happy man. 3rd and 8, though, kind of ruins that plan. Hey, we converted. All right. I'm keeping chew clock on because our defense has been solid overall. Last drive notwithstanding. 3rd and 3, I will pass. We convert. 2nd and 1 at the 2. 3rd and 1 at the 2. 1st and goal at the 1. Touchdown. Extra point. We're up by 8. How much time did we take off the clock there? We took 8.5 minutes off the clock. That is why you keep chew clock on. All right. Good. I think victory is in sight. We just need our defense to hold. 4th and 6. They punt. Why would they punt? I mean, I get the field position wasn't great, but I mean, okay. I'm going to run the ball twice, and then we'll see what third down looks like. 3rd and 2, I'm running it. 4th and 3, I am going to punt, I think. Oh, this is tempting. It's tempting to go for it here. 4th and 3. I mean, see, here's the thing. We're up by 8. It's not like it's 7. So even if we don't get it, we still have to they still have to get in the, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm being bold. I'm being brave. What play do I want? Inside cross. I think here's my argument for going for it. If we succeed in getting it, we only need to run the ball enough for, I think, one more first down. They'll burn their timeouts, and then they'll have to do a 2-minute drill, even if they stop us. If we don't succeed, they need to get in the end zone anyway and convert a 2-point conversion. I think we go for it. Inside cross. Cade McGee is sacked. They brought the engage 8. Couldn't get the ball up fast enough. All right, fair enough. Maybe a bad decision there. We'll see. 3rd and 5, we sack Griffin Sawyer. 2 high safeties. 4th and 7, they ran it. They did an RPO on 3rd and 5. I'm going 2 high safety again. If we stop them here, we win. They convert on an 8-yard pass. They got out of bounds, too. They convert. They get in the end zone. I'm going to blitz. And they fail the 2-point conversion. Incomplete pass. Purdue wins against Ohio State for the first time in 4 years. Yes. Ooh. That was, some might say that was a questionable 4th down call by me. But I still think it was the right thing to do. Maybe if there was a bit less clock left, I think would have been smarter, but is what it is. Wow. We won. That's crazy. I mean, we kept them out of the end zone the entire first half. That's the only way we win that game. We kept them out the entire first half. Man. What a game. And Cade McGee didn't play that particularly well. In fact, I would say he had a bad game. 11 of 24, 154 yards, a touchdown, but he threw the pick. Like, he did not have a good game. Sawyer definitely outplayed him. And then I think Hagan did well running the ball. Hunter got 2 touchdowns. Summers did okay. Receiving core just wasn't really involved at all. Outside of Richard, and James got a touchdown. We only got 1 sack the whole game. Yeah, we did not play our best football offensively at all. But I mean, defensively, like 6 OSU, 6 plays punt, 3 plays punt, 13 plays field goal, 5 plays punt, 9 plays touchdown, force the fumble, hold them to a field goal, 3 and out. And then obviously they scored the touchdown. Man, when they converted on 4th and 7, that hurt. That one hurt. But what a game. We beat OSU for the first time. That's how we just got closer and closer. Finally did it. What a game. Billy Sutton getting hurt is painful, but we also got to commit. Yeah, I think then I'll just drop Sutton down. Oh, both Parker and Foster are mad at me. That's fair. What a game. How'd the visits go? Oi, 1,000 points for each of the recruits that visited. That puts us ahead of Notre Dame for Cordoba. The plan is coming to fruition. We have 500 points because OSU is ranked 4th, 108 for atmosphere, 200 because we're both in the top 10, and then 210 for our college life. Wow. That works. That works. So let me just grab the matchup history really quick. I mean, that's progress. Year 1, we get blown out. Year 2, it wasn't really a close game, but we lost by 17. Last year, we lose by 6 when our offense scored nothing in the 4th quarter. And this year, we win. I think that vindicates my decision to sign a new contract at Purdue right there. 75% win percentage. How dare you? Largest margin victory. 21. Ours. 2. When you put it like that, it doesn't look great. Now, we're 6-0 going into our bye. And don't get me wrong, it's not like we had the hardest schedule in the world going in, but Air Force is a quality team. Rutgers was really good a couple years ago. Minnesota destroyed us when we played them last. But hey, we are our record. All right, let me do the commit first. Kenneth Wagner. This one, it's either us or Ball State. Ball State. Yeah, wow. Yeah, we kind of bailed out on that. What annoys me is their visit didn't even go well. But yeah, I think of the 4 wide receivers we're chasing, he is the one I'm least interested in. So at that point, we'll let him go. We also get some NIL money back since he said no to us. So I'm okay with that. Now, so let me actually look at the. So where are we at with Cordoba now? So the visit plus the great pitch gave us 1,400. So we're 220 ahead of Notre Dame. Odds are, I mean, if it gets to week 13, we lose anyway. So I think our hope is that he commits before the end of the season. If he doesn't, realistically, we're doomed. And we can't even outspend him because he doesn't care about money. Like Notre Dame offered 4 million? That only gets them 170 points. Like, what are we doing? Looks like IU is pushing hard for Beasley. That's a bit annoying. His estimated value is pretty high. 1.8? I don't really want to offer $1 million to a guy who's going to be my QB3 next season. Well, I guess he could be my QB2 if he develops well. Never mind. What's $500,000 get me? Under 50. See, like. I'm not going to offer any money yet. I want to see how IU and Illinois push. Maybe that comes back to bite me, but if I miss out on a potential QB3, I'm not that mad. Oi, Pitt. And I thought my visit was impressive. They got 920. Yeah, he's not coming to us. I think I can safely punt on Dixon. I mean, even if I get 1,000 points in our visit, Virginia is still going to get a decent amount, but they're far behind. And if I give my ace pitch, that's 740. Nah. I think we focus on Gustafsson and Davenport, which, to be fair, that was my plan earlier. Ace pitch for you, great pitch. Davenport, you don't care about money, do you? Nah. Well, I mean, his value gets me 5. I'll do that. All right, tight end O-line. I'm not going to give money to defensive line right quick. Oh, yeah, West Virginia. Did they just have their visit? No. They offered him money. Fair enough. It's a shame that the one I'm ahead on, Bartlett, is the one I want the least if I had my pick. I think I need to at this point. Oh, not at all, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So I think when Paul, I'll do good pitch. McNeil can get the great one. No, that's the opposite of what I meant. Good. Great. There we go. Hawaii is pushing on Bartlett. What's the order of the visits? Oy, they're loud. Oh, they're gonna get big boost if they manage to win. That said, they're winless. And Navy is 1-5. Okay. I'm not too worried about their visits. So I think it's just keeping ahead. So I'll just do a good pitch. All right, let's look at the massive corner group here. Okay, Tony, I need you to commit, buddy. I mean, to be fair, if he commits week 9 after our visit, I'm not that upset. But Bowers, I mean, we got 1,500 points for Bowers, and we're still only 177 behind MSU because they gave him money, and his recruiting visit with them is up next. That's just so annoying. Obviously, Rasmussen is better, and he's the one I want the most, but we're losing at minimum 4 corners. So I wouldn't say no to get as many as I can. I will offer Bowers more money. Leach, I think at this point, I'm just going to do an okay pitch and move on. I don't think we're going to get him. Same with Dodson. I mean, that my plan is to go light on like next year's recruiting class needs to be light. Just with how many guys we need to develop. Oh, this still annoys me that it did the math wrong. Let the record show we're on top of our division. What a division. When you have 3, 5, 8, and 15 ranked team in the country is on one division. Goodness great. Gone are the days of Purdue winning the Big Ten West with like 7 wins on the season. Gone are the days. Richard already has his 30 targets, obviously. Holland, he's playing in 64% of snaps. Cool. Who is all at risk in transferring? Since I have a bye week and I have time to think about this. 5 players. Foster, I don't care about if he leaves. Waters, I don't really care about, but I'd like to keep him. Maybe. Parker, I'd want more. Carney, I don't care about. Leonard-ish. Stevens, I mean, odds are he's our starter next season, so if he wants pass attempts, that should be easy. All right, let's advance to our bye. If our ranking changes out of the bye, I'm having words. Come on, man. It went down by 1. Rude. How is this fair? Georgia has a bye, same as me, and they go up by 1. I drop by 1? That just seems a bit silly, in my humble opinion. Whatever. I like how my prestige is 5, and yet I'm competing with guys who are prestige 9, 10. That's cool. Oh, BYU got their first loss. That hurts. Army drops 4, and yet they're like one of the few teams in the top 25 to win. To play and then win. Some of these rankings make no sense. Okay. No commits. No commits. Well, ain't that annoying. Yeah, I think my strategy essentially needs to be the same. I think, did Notre Dame give him more money? I almost want to win this just to save Notre Dame from itself. They've offered almost $3 million to a guy that doesn't care about money. Like, the money is not pushing the needle there. Tony needs to get a good offer because I need to stay ahead of Ball State. Rutgers, it looks like, offered money. Fair enough. And where's Dixon? Dixon, yeah, no. Yeah, I think we punt on these two. I'm going to stay kind of in the realm for Leach. Paul can get a great pitch. McNeil gets my remaining ace. Since West Virginia's visit is also done. Do I want to offer more money? Nah. I'll save that to the end. And then for the guys I'm ahead on, Bowers needs the best pitch. Then Gustafsson. Then Rasmussen. then Bartlett, and then I don't really care about these two, so they can get okay pitches. Ooh, actually, how did so Illinois? Yeah, this boost kills me. Part of me wants to just turn it off, but whatever. All right, recruiting done and dust. All right, time is it? About noon. All right, think I'll stop it there. Before I do that, I just want to do a quick check-in for those who watched last stream or the VOD. You'll know that we had 3 quarterbacks transfer away. I want to see how they've done really quick. What would be the quickest way to find them? Probably this. Conference will be easiest, so Randall went to Iowa. I hope he's playing. It's kind of. I mean, I get you want to play the true freshman to see what he's got, but like, really? You're telling me you don't want to play the guy whose overall is only 1 less, but he has A+ potential? That seems a bit silly. I mean, then again, both these guys are more accurate. But still, I feel bad for Randall. Granted, let's be frank, he didn't do great with us. But still, he didn't do bad either. Rutgers, Banks, we already know he's starting because we just beat him 2 minutes ago, but he's not doing great. 5 turnovers and a fumble. But he also didn't play for us. Really, I can't be mad. And then Bland at A&M. Is he starting? Yeah. Feel like I would have started the redshirt freshman with A potential, but that's just me. Bland so far. Yeah, the accuracy. I don't know how his accuracy was this low for us last season. That's just impressive. He's getting sacked a lot. I still think we made the right call letting all 3 transfer. I think Bland and Banks were definitely going to leave. Randall, it was close, but hey. Now our backup quarterback is the worst out of all the guys that left. But all right, so good news: we're undefeated, ranked 4th in the country. Bad news is it's only downhill from here. But I think if you would have told me we were 5-0 going into OSU, it would have been great. I think our opening slate of opponents, I mean, let's be frank, they're not world beaters, but, Minnesota beat us before, Rutgers beat us before. So we finally beat OSU. Stanford is no longer ranked. They were ranked at the start of the season. They no longer are. So that's 1 less ranked opponent we'll face. So I think next stream, I mean, I got through 6 games today, to be fair. So maybe next stream I try to get through the remaining 6. But usually recruiting takes a bit longer when you get to the end and you have tighter races. But that'll be it for this stream. I will be back similar time next Tuesday, probably around 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you all for watching, whether live or on the VOD. That can be found on Twitch and YouTube. We've had a great start to year 4 at Purdue. Will we be undefeated at season's end? Find out next time. Have a good day, everyone.